are getting spammed out, and even invest in the Viper's pit to make it more secure in towards Link. But Oxy is making sure the whole site is secure. 3 versus 2. C9 are 1 to the good. Spike finally making its way forward. The pit being dropped indicates that Chronicle is out of it. And C9 Rossi will clean it up. A big round for C9 to win.
The catalyst is the double tap, which has now been broken apart as these Phantoms at longer range are just going to chew through the Fnatic forces.
They know where the players are now. They can get that spike down and at least look for a win condition, right? Don't want to rely on deathmatch too much.
The belly of the beast, Fnatic happy to just let them fight as much as they want. The spam onto Oxy's ridiculous. The guy's already on death's door and he's barely had a chance to make his mark on this round. Just all too aware, or at least you'd think so. Boaster started jump spotting. He's got to turn around, but Oxy hits him in the side of the head, and with that, C9 have control.
Sayonara gets rid of Vic. Remember, Oxy's still low. Kayak needs to be careful because Oxy's so good in heads-up gunfights.
What kind of combinations they can give to us here? Ult brought in by Althea, has the Bulldog to try and work with. Looking to try and find that second pick, and he just wins every single time in his ult. Couple of missed shots from Oxy finally. Oxy's hit everything! He has come to life in the blink of an eye. And with Chronicle trying his best, it's not enough. The ace from Oxy. The 30-second timer just now hit. C9 on their execute towards the A site. It is a split retake from Fnatic, but they're going through the motions and finding the kills. 3v5.
C9 are just given 1v1s and Fnatic have been winning them. Well, for the most part, 2 out of 3. Still got Oxy alive, and so is Vic. We're back to a even, just for a moment, before Vic takes the advantage for himself. Oxy compounding that, looking to take 12. C9 will hit map point first.
Great opportunity for them to do so. It's Oxy again. The blade's coming in. Sayonara one back, but this post plant is so scary to try and deal with.
It is. 2v4 has and a Hunter's Fury to rely upon if you're C9. This is looking all but confirmed. They're looking to send themselves to 1 and all. Not before Chronicle will at least get one.
Any teams that you're looking at playing in particular?
Honestly, I would love to play Heretics because one of my good friends is really good friends with their friend, Bendy Fishy, because they played Fortnite together, and yeah. And also, Neil Zeno was one of my first coaches like long time ago, which is he's now the coach of Heretics. So.
It gives Cloud9 all the information they need to know about this execute coming in.
Yeah, 100%. Moose has just been able to pick up 2 easy ones, and Oxy being able to help out here. C9 look to flip the pistol round that Team Heretics have played for a second time. Spike in no man's land, leaves Boo to go and do it all himself, I think. Now Weber has an idea about the backlines. They've seen the omen, and Mini Boo lies in wait. Moving in is easy collected. Weber stops the backlines, and now only one player. Oxy not knowing about the shots aren't hitting. Oh my god, this is unlike him, but now easily finds the heads that he's looking for. 2v2, time is beginning to tick away, and while Oxy collects ultimate orbs, Heretics collect the round.
Team Heretics, though, of course, aware of this off of that KO knife at the very beginning of the round. Just pivot those 2 players towards mid, and I mean, Oxy's really lucky to not get caught out here, and is actually going to pick up 1 from that.
It's the fact that he finds the pick right and gets out. There's no tradability. Mini Boo's trying to go searching. And Oxy finding himself in the smoke. He's not been able to get anything more from that position.
Again, a nice slow pace from C9 here, just contacting up A main to see if there's any overstep that Heretics might make, but no command invested, and they are going to dash out onto site.
Oh, Mini Boost stepped into the smoke to catch players transitioning through, and Oxy, well, you give him targets and he will hit. I think, honestly, Billy, Heretics could be looking at a save. Look at Mini Boo though, he's on the other side of it. He has been caught by the paranoia, and Vic capitalising off the back of it. There's only 2 players for Heretics to hold it down, and well, there's only 2 players left now. It's up to Boo and Weber.
And a 1 map, as we said, qualifies them through to that semi-final, Cairo. So much on the line here, and Oxy looking to close it out.
Yeah, he is. Unfortunately for Weber, he's been thrown into a trial by fire. It's been a great performance by him so far, but that's all it will be, a great performance.
Look, the Nightfall's going to help a lot in clearing the space that you would be giving up. Moose very nearly lost that setup that is so important. And now those smokes are gone. Oxy at least trades it out.
Yeah, they're re-aggressing. Pushing into Jorgamo, ready and waiting on the angle, but he doesn't expect another player to be that close to stun. It's perfect as well. And now Trent is all that's remaining.
Round 3 should fall to G2, and there has to be Trent to clutch it out. He's got to read. He's read it perfectly, but the shots don't land.
G2 about to take a risk straight through the smoke.
Yeah, Jorgamo gonna use that Neon as intended. Stuns up, slides in the corner, but Oxy's wise to his tricks. He knew that he was there and will stick around for a little bit more. Picking up only the 2. Valen's able to upset him, but tagged up, and, well, they're certainly aware of his position. His impact should be limited. Leaf, just a sheriff on the other side, now stands as the only man. Not for too much longer.
They've got some pieces missing here. So this time having the read early is going to be important, and it's a complete change of pace from G2. They sold the ruses in the last.
Nice.
It's a really good trip, though. A sneaky one in the backlines, and actually Oxy's still going. A lot of damage being done by the side of C9. In fact, even a knife kill coming through. Valen's the one to hit the deck. His counter IGL has done the work.
G2 feeling out the space. Looks like Trent wants to step forward. Leaf has caught them inside the market. The space seized by Trent, right? Boom! Behind that smoke. Rossi taking the words out of my mouth. Got ahead of the problem. Oxy, though, dancing around, closes this one out. Another 3-piece for Rossi.
Once more, you talk about that seize from Rossi. It's an agent he's picked up, but Jorgamo combines with Trent. And that's the A site open for business.
And C9 are ready. Oxy's going through this. He is hungry. He always is aggressive and straight in onto Jonah P. He's got his ult now, one way or another. The round may still fall to G2. He has given up
isolated.
the position. Now he's going back in. The weaker weapons up close, ready for the fight and winning it. That is why I was worried. Jonah P has been isolated, dropped, taken out of the round, and as a result, the B site's open for business. The plant is coming in, and G2, now they have to fight into these weaker weapons. Take the fight on their terms. Rossi's been tagged through that smoke.
He's pulling off crazy rounds left and right, but so far Valen has started things off well. Rossi left on just 8 HP. Spams here would be risky. It's going to be his teammate instead, and Vic has done well. Rossi's caught another, and now Leaf is all that remains. He will fall as well. C9, hold the line. Oxy at the beginning of this round, they have to go here and now. He's in the same spot, by the way. They have to clear this, but it's easier said than done. Still alive, still kicking, buys a little bit of extra time. Time enough, but what is that from Oxy? A cleanup, goes looking for a little bit more. This man wants to end this here and now, but they've got to watch out for the flank. They've taken aggressive control. Valen is in behind, but they are checking for it. They are aware. They are ready for players to push, and speaking of pushing, Oxy wants that a little bit more. Wants to try and end this round on his own. Rossi in the corner will clean up. One is alongside Oxy again.
Looks like we're going to be sticking on site. Not too much aggression from C9. Waiting for the reaction of their opponents and then popping in the Rolling Thunder. Oxy, the one to lead the charge and take the space. As a result, Moose falls. Traps now gone. The back open, but it looks like, again, we're going to see the fade cleaning that up. It's Rossi moving his way around to the elbow, needing assistance on the side as Oxy very much isolated at this point. The information in the hands of G2 as Rossi picks one, and Oxy, this duo, clutch after clutch, and with just a fraction of a HP bar, they've done it again. 13-5 for C9. And early on, it's Valen walking right into the army of C9. They've got plenty more players looking to swing, and Trent found that out the hard way.
Jorgamo has to almost try and find one and just get out of there, and he just gets domed immediately. Zeppa takes him out. Leaf trying to be the hero, but he meets the same fate.
Going to attempt to recover, but a firing squad awaits him. Go through middle, sure. You're going to give them chances. Through art, could be just the same. The A site, few spots to hide behind, but getting the same value over on B is tough, and that's C9's logic. I'll take it. Towards this side of the map and clean up a couple kills. 3, in fact, under their belt.
The rest doesn't really matter that much. You can invest back into a Stinger. You can put a pistol there with it. Decent position for Valen, but Well, luckily for Zeppa, Oxy is there to save the day. In these aggressive spots, the thing is, getting through this choke is not going to be easy. Already a lot of damage done. A second player waiting, but Oxy is clean. He's even going to dance his way around while Zeppa does the job. It's a kill at least for Jonah P, but the B site completely under Cloud9's control.
Cycle of utility for Rossi just came back online. He's used his drone, his recon came through as well, even on low HP. His impact here should be huge. The information that they'll get on the back of this, and indeed it draws the eye of Jogamo as Oxy steps in for the battle, knocks over the final dominoes. C9 seem to have set themselves up as a more dominant squad. Second lurk up from Vic, and it's caught them balanced. It's taken smokes out, and Jonah P, isolated in the open, leaves the advantage towards C9. They're still going, and that, well, is a lifeline for G2.
Yeah, that's not a bad position at all. Oxy's looking to try and play ahead of it. Right ahead of it. In fact, the timing's going to be everything. Now just needs to escape to a safe spot, has his teammates waiting patiently. They can't clear him from this position. Rossi is going to have to try and defend his teammate just about long enough. Gun back in hand for Oxy. Now he can swim back out. Now they can look to work together. Just enough time has been bought, and his teammate's still sitting passively, still ready for that tap to be made. It leaves Oxy to do it all, and even while being caught by a lockdown, he had support.
This guy is, oh, and he barely survives.
He just used his ult.
Oh, he popped it at the end.
He just used his ult by accident.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Thank you. It sent Jogamo to the B site. That knife means he's here on time. A third player ready to defend. He second-guessed himself, but he's still around. Sliding into position, Hunter's Fury forces Valen into the open. Jonah P does well to at least hold the line for now, but Oxy is still looking for more around the back. He threads the needle, and it's a killing blow to G2's defense. 4 versus 2. An exit to Red Bull home ground at this stage. After a battle like that, they're not happy with it. They've taken down Fnatic. And C9, the next name on the list, Leaf, onto Rossi, leaves Vic alone. A 1v2, they don't know where he is. Element of surprise still there, but he doesn't get the kill, and Leaf responds. So we see stars come down from G2, the A site, clearly the intention. Oxy's got a good weapon to work with. They push into that smoke, they are not gonna have a good time. There's even a chance that he pushes out of it. No real utility here, but we're just seeing Zeppa arrive, no flashes though. So Oxy just has to do it on individual skill, and that doesn't seem to be too bad for the first, at least. He's seen another, the spams, the classic comes out, and the trades from his teammate, keeping it doable. Leaf down to 36, doing his best up against 2, dodging the shock darts, but not the bullets. This is a death blow from C9.
An aggressive start to this round. It is a direct take to try and bring things back, and already it is another nail in the coffin.
Zeppa has a bit of timing, and he's tagged up, but the punish still not there. These are kills they need. These are kills they need! And G2 have Jogamo to try to recover. A desperate attempt, and he's making a beautiful display of it. Swinging out for one more, but he's stopped at the last hurdle. A dominant series for C9 as they book themselves a spot in the Red Bull home ground grand final. Good stun.
The scary thing is letting T1 get into the post bombs. You can see that almost looking to try and fight in front of it. Good flash, but the trade, again, is almost immediate. And it's going back and forth with T1 initially sticking the land, and instead the Moose looks to trade it back. Puts it into the 1 versus 1. 2 players who've been phenomenal this entire tournament. Could be his undoing. He's got the right read, though, waiting patiently for Izu. C9 close that distance just a little more. He's got walkabouts. He's got almost the whole team facing off against him. I don't know how he survives this one. He's picked up a rifle and is dancing with death, but finally he will meet him face to face.
He's fake TP'd. He just used a gate crash up into B heaven for now. They think that they're about to be pinked on that B site from right up top. Cosmic Divide comes in. They've cleared it now. They saw the gate crash was a fake, but the eyes were diverted. It's bought time for them to step up close. A sneaky play by Zeppa up on top of the box. He grabs himself one. Drop down from Vic. Good for another reveal. He knows exactly where that player is, but they know he's not defusing. They can see it now. They see it's being stuck in the swing in from Stacks Perfect. He escapes with his life, but Zeppa hunting them down from above.
They're building up in towards that A site. And Oxy already taking a ridiculous amount of space and 2 heads to go with it. We'll look for a little bit more, but he's done his job.
Still alive as well. Got out of there, not unscathed. And players tucked away deep in main. Oxy, though, is going aggressive, is walking through this smoke. And now they clear it. They don't know that that small little corner was wide open for Oxy. 5 HP, and he's picked up 2 more. An ace on the card, stacks quite low as well. And on his way to heaven, this is perfect. And they're giving him the space as well. They know this is Oxy's moment. They want him to be the one to finish it off. And up we go, finding that player. He's being spotted, but no. The ace is denied. The round is a different story. C9 have taken the pistol, now just 1 round behind.
Buzz in position. He's let one go. Knew that shot wasn't worth going for, and eventually he goes down though. The Hunter's Fury of Rossi has caught another, but Sylvan, they should definitely know that he's still around this position, but he's wary for his teammates, trying to give them space to get that plant.
Oh, Oxy! Those shots are insane, and in a round like this, they were neck and neck just moments ago, but blink and you miss it. Sylvan's out. It's time for C9 to bring this spike towards the site. Vic will be TPing in wherever they decide, making noise on A, getting the rotation with Oxy, and the plant on B as a result. Beautiful round from C9.
Looking at this op though, in the hands of Moose, they're clearly looking for someone specific.
Well, that drone has seen a lot towards the back of side. I'm not sure that they spotted Meteor, and him being inside the smoke now could be a bit of a surprise. Indeed it is. A kill found, Sylvan doubling up, and the walls closing in on C9. It's Moose and Zeppa to put themselves back in with a chance. Zeppa so low. Moose has managed to recover an operator, and the spike could be planted from this point.
A 2v2, Rolling Thunder. We'll leave him stunned, but it's a chance for Moose to peek. It gives away at least one of the players' position. That Gravwell will at least buy them a little bit of extra time, but not long. They're going to have to go for the swing eventually, and there it goes! It's Buzz to get both! T1 will take their map choice and go in ahead. I feel like it's been made very clear what's going to be coming out from him. Not a bad start, though. A couple of kills coming off the back of the Classics. This was a minor investment for the side of T1. Anything more would be truly worrying. You can see the faith this team currently has in their in-game leader. Again, a guy who has just joined this roster. They are fully behind him.
Oh, nice shot by Oxy. Last round, there was only a couple seconds left when the spike went down. They're not looking to keep that same pace here. Straight into the B site, and the plant secured with a 5v1, and the one has a stinger. Nothing to be found by T1. Indeed, the threat's minimal as C9 put a familiar 4-0 lead on the board.
Or is this going to be straight back to C9 taking control? Now, bear in mind, the expectation on this map is normally to see a decent attack side. Here goes Oxy again. Great dart.
Good work by Rossi to get that dart into position to trade out his teammate as well as Buzz goes down. And the numbers stay in C9's hands. Plant secured. The 4 versus 2. Izu has the ult, but it's not likely to be used. C9 are guaranteeing that they win this round, playing the numbers, playing the odds.
They blocked it. They
blocked
blocked it. They're
blocked
trying to stick it all the way.
Luckily, just in time, the swing comes in. For our situation, which is hoping to end on split.
Hello.
Meteor's up close. He's got the Sheriff, but he's not got the shots.
Yeah, an aggressive stance up against the pistols. I think that was the one player that you really had to worry about. And
the info game is over and the gamble comes in. It's an A-site gamble from both teams, with C9 sending the cavalry to this side of the map. Oxy in trouble as the spam from the side does damage. Here comes the plant. They might try to deny it off time, but dropping the planter no longer an option. Now weak weapons pushing through. Sylvan with an attempt. Izu with the same, but no success to be found. And this round will end with C9 up another. There was some serious potential for T1 though.
Vic has already got all the information that C9 will need. You can see the immediate response of Oxy rotating on the map, stacking up this side. And he's in, okay! maybe the stack is just him alone. Already getting 2 kills. Has a little bit of support. He's the man with the rifle, though. He's the one that can be the danger. Look at him try and do it all, but he can't quite dance past Izu. Even still, though, Rossi's there with the trade. He's also going to tag up the player planting. There is no escape for Meteor. A big bonus win for C9.
I'll handle this.
Well, Izu hasn't spotted Oxy to start with, but it's all just clearing the information. Faking out the presence as he moves towards the back of A side. Decoy in hand as Oxy, but it's a bit of a disruption into the mix. 3 kills already. The ult, it's created more than enough space for his teammates to flood right back into. The slow march of T1 down B long has not yet been spotted. There is a trap waiting for them. Moose goes for the spam, but won't find it, and now look how quick they're on top of you! Moose, he's shot in the back! The slide pass by Buzz, but the challenge by Zeppa. Happy to rush on in! Meteor doesn't get quite as much as I thought, and in fact, this is falling apart, leaving Stacks to do it! And Oxy, not one to give up those clutches. It's 12-8. Is there full commitment from Buzz and Izu? Wall goes up. And players go in. Yep, they're going to commit to this push, using the decoy to clear the traps as they go. Finding a little safe space to battle, but Izu's gone down in the process.
Careful now.
There's still some severe weaknesses.
Nice.
A Moose with his setup in tow, looking to cause issues. Buzz might be one of the few saving graces of this round, and he is doing an incredible job of it. A trade-off, though, as he will now be left with his ult in hand. And Oxy has the same. The thing is, without that ultimate, he only has a Bucky. It's already at 50%, and Oxy's just patiently waiting. It was never going to be a 3-0 series, as C9 will bring it back.
That will be brought here on the attack. Nice flash up close. Zeppa. No, it's not going to be first blood for Zeppa. Instead, Stacks taking him down, and Oxy with a bit of weight on his shoulders. Nice shots! 3 down, and T1 left in the dirt.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, he's looking to do it all. A chance to maybe clean things up, but it won't be. Moose will steal that one away if they did manage to take him down.
And obviously,
Oxy might just still win you the game single-handedly. Right now, it hasn't been a necessity. We've seen a lot of Rossi's initiator, but that's another thing the IGL brings is the flexibility. Say that, those couple of kills came as a surprise. I'm off for Buzz. Hey, he'll take it. Few extra orbs in this round again. A null command used. They're going straight into A.
trap destroyed on the right, but not the left. That leaves Stacks in a vulnerable position. Oxy, oh, he gets a little greedy and not able to defend that body now. Stacks will be brought right back to life. You don't expect to see C9 on the site going quite that quickly. They'll group up. The nade, though, slows them down even further. That might play into their favor, though, with Zeppa causing trouble behind. Buzz has the nade as well. That's going to force them out of the smoke into the open, but it might not matter. Who's left to stop them? It's Stacks again. The flash not quite working in his favor.
I'll attempt to try and destroy them, but that's a big win for Meteor. There's nobody else coming from that angle. It makes it tough for the rest to face off against this crossfire up in the window alongside Stacks, but he goes down. It's now left onto the new boy. A showstopper thrown out to try and end it. Doesn't quite connect, but it won't matter in the end. It is T1 that will take the advantage.
As the series goes on, Oxy just gets better and better. T1 had their warm-up earlier on, deep into their day. A series done, and BO3 behind them in this sense of the BO5. Oxy straight through, he can't see a thing, but he's still hitting heads. The body shot to finish Sylvan. The reveal could be deadly. Moose locking down the side angle. T1 needs something to cling on to, and there's nothing being given. Even the damage eventually converted by a trap wire. That's something, but C9 are flooding from all directions.
Another pistol under their belt. Without Moose knowing about it, is impossible. They're going to have to try and almost stun him off the back corner, and that's not going to stop him completely. Just looking to try and buy some time, but Buzz does well. Removes him from the site, looks to try and retrieve a gun, but fails at it, and the rest of the cavalry arrive in quick succession. Oxy dancing around the site, Oxy, looking to push up. Potentially gonna try. I thought maybe a dart would be used behind it, but no. He's just playing around the gap in the edge of the smoke. A re-smoke put in. More importantly, though, he's got rid of Sylvan, so smokes won't even be available for T1.
Okay. Meteor had no chance of getting out of there alive, and now the hope instead sits towards this A site, but Rossi won't give up any more ground. A 4v2. Push up by Buzz. Okay, he could actually be the savior of this round. Rossi and Zappa group up. No, and they line up too! Buzz, phenomenal play! And with Stacks coming in on the utility, there's no choice but to run into the open for Moose. There is no need for them to be the ones forced to
They
make
could
it.
also be waiting out the ult. That's the thing. Just almost let it go, but that's the refresh. That gives Oxy another bite of the cherry. That ult was going to be gone within a matter of seconds. Instead, he can now reposition and continue to try and spam damage. Straight through the smoke he goes, but in fact it's Zephyr to do the majority of the damage, leaving one man standing, but he stands strong. Still, the man behind his doppelganger, Rossi, will close it out.
And show us exactly what he can do. 5-3. Mixed bag of investments from C9, and they go running out of the A site, content to play the retake as the plans comes through, and well, the drone might spot one, but he's safe down below. Yeah, he'll be safe.
Oh, that has a lot of
he won't.
utility placed onto him. Oxy capitalizes. A lot of damage being done. This retake coming in thick and fast with Izu and Meteor as the last defenders trying to hold from a passive position, but you're never going to get both. And now Meteor coming in from behind. They're going to expect it even when he walks out with a cage in hand. Moose had him dead to rights.
Paranoia sent them running to the other side of the map. They are going into B, but there are traps awaiting them. They missed the first one, and they'll run straight in. Waiting is Izu. The stun, though, has slowed him and given Oxy a chance with 2 on the bucky, trying to breathe life back into C9's home ground.
But that's the thing. When you have the stingers, you need to get close. You don't want to take these range battles, and that's exactly what they've given Sylvan. Another 3K to add to the collection.
But that round right there, that goes to him, that goes to Rossi. Great call. And Oxy starts it off onto Buzz. Now C9. They're getting back to their winning ways.
This is what they need. A few momentum rounds, a few chances. Maybe you saw the roster changes and had your doubts about what this roster can do. We've seen it throughout the tournament. They took down G2, and right now, Oxy's looking to do everything on his own. There's still damage being done. Vic low, Stacks still alive. That's terrifying enough. But the time is ticking.
2 shock darts on Izu. If he managed to get one to hell, that would be beautiful, but I don't think it's quite the time for it. Out they go, looking for players and finding them. Unfortunately, it's Rossi that they've walked into, and this man, he's really not missing when it matters.
And for T1, well, you guessed it. They've got everything they desired and an opening pick.
And it's Sylvan again to find that. His defensive side has been a huge step up, and no one could have predicted Stacks walking through that smoke. The confidence in play for T1 as Buzz knocks over another domino. It's T1